Hey everyone, so I recently did a video about the coronavirus that has spread from China to other parts of Asia like Japan and Thailand. Well, now the CDC um, is demanding for a couple of U.S. airports to be tested for um, the coronavirus because it is now believed that this contagious virus has gotten a foothold on the U.S. and this is really scary and something that needs to be really paid special close attention to. So let me go ahead and read to you guys the article, and then I'll give you my take on it. This is from CNN. The title of the article says, CDC to screen at 3 U.S. airports for signs of new virus from China. Man, I'm telling you, these viruses and diseases are no joke. More than 100 staffers from the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention are being deployed to 3 U.S. airports to check passengers arriving from Wuhan, China, for fever and other symptoms of mysterious new virus that's killed 2 and infected dozens in China, the CDC announced Friday. It's a highly unusual step. The last time the CDC did routine passenger health screening was during the 2014 Ebola outbreak, according to Dr. Martin Cetron, director of the CDC's Division of Global Migration and Quarantine. I've been here since 1996, and that's the only other time we've ever done this, for Ebola, Cetron said. The screenings at New York City's John F. Kennedy International Airport will start tonight, and screenings at San Francisco International Airport and Los Angeles International Airport will begin Saturday. And the reason why those airports are being tested is because those airports are located in one of the most populous and most popular tourist destinations in the United States. So that's why they are being tested, but I think other airports should be tested as well. The CDC will look for symptoms such as coughing and difficulty breathing and check temperatures of each passenger with an infrared thermometer. The CDC took these steps after travelers from Wuhan recently arrived in Thailand and Japan infected with the new virus. There have been 2 cases in Thailand and 1 in Japan. Considering global travel patterns, additional cases in other countries are likely, the World Health Organization stated in a press release Thursday. Last year, more than 60,000 passengers flew into the United States from Wuhan, a city 700 miles south of Beijing. The vast majority flew into the 3 airports where the checks will take place. January is the peak travel season from China to the United States because of the Chinese Lunar New Year. Citron described the airport screenings as part of a set proactive preparedness precautions. We believe the current risk to this virus is low, Dr. Nancy Messonnier, director of the CDC's National Center for Immunization and Respiratory Diseases, said at a press conference on Friday. For families sitting around the dinner table tonight, this is not something they need to worry about. It is. I don't know why these doctors are saying this, but it is something that needs to be worried about because these viruses are very contagious. So these doctors are basically trying to lie and keep the public from panic mode, which is not a really good thing. Okay, they should be doing their these doctors should be doing the public of a favor by being honest to them, and what necessary actions and precautions they need to take from these viruses, instead of lying to them, trying to get them to calm down, that there's nothing to worry about, just because they don't want panic to ensure. That's not a really good thing to do. At this point, it appears most people caught the virus directly from animals, and the infection does not spread easily from person to person. This is not time for people to freak out and be overly concerned, Citron said. Well, I don't know about other people, but I am concerned about this. This is a time for vigilance and awareness. He added that much more common illnesses such as the flu are much bigger threats to Americans than the new virus from China. Well, we don't know what these foreign viruses are capable of doing, so they need to be highly investigated and studied, so that, like I said, necessary precautions can be taken to keep the public safe from these viruses, instead of trying to get people to calm down. I'm fully aware that the unknown is more of a source of anxiety than that which is already defined, he said, but we should not freak out. So far, 2 people in China have died from this new virus, officially called the 2019 novel coronavirus. Some 45 people in China have become infected. Some have developed pneumonia. Coronaviruses such as SARS or severely acute respiratory syndrome are common in many species of animals, including camels and bats. Sometimes, but rarely, they evolve and infect humans as well. Chinese health authorities have reported that most of the patients in Wuhan had visited a large seafood and animal market. However, some patients in the outbreak reportedly had not been to animal markets, which suggests that some limited person-to-person spread may be occurring, according to the CDC. At least for now, that spread appears to be quite limited. Citron said it's reassuring that Chinese authorities report that no healthcare workers who've cared for the patients have become infected, and that some 700 other contracts of patients have also not become ill. This isn't anywhere near in the same category as measles or flu, Citron said. Those 2 infections spread easily from person to person. To learn more about this new virus, health authorities are taking a closer look at SARS, which they should. They should be investigating this virus since apparently these doctors know little about it. In 2003, SARS spread to more than 24 countries in Asia, Europe, North America, and South America. Worldwide, more than 8,000 people became sick and 774 died. In the United States, there were 29 SARS cases and no deaths, according to the CDC. SARS did spread person to person through close contact such as kissing, sharing utensils, or talking to someone within 3 feet. Citron emphasized that this new virus may be different from its cousin and behave in unexpected ways. We have to have humility and appreciate that it may be different. We can't just assume that what we know from previous viruses will always apply, he said. Citron said he expects that the vast majority of passengers arriving from Wuhan will be healthy. CDC will give them information in English and Mandarin about what symptoms to look for over the next 2 weeks. After further investigation, travelers that are symptomatic will be sent to local hospitals that work with the CDC. Citron said the symptoms of the new virus are so common that he expects the screenings will catch many more people with the flu or other winter viruses than with the new coronavirus. If it turns out someone does have the new virus, they'll be isolated in the hospital. He added that while there are still many questions about this virus, its incubation period, for example, or how easily it spreads from person to person, the progress on it in such a short time has been impressive, including a sequencing of the virus's genome. it's quite remarkable to me that from a cluster of pneumonia detected just a little over a month ago in Wuhan, China, we have fully sequenced the virus and have some diagnostic capability to test for it, he said. So, this concludes the article. Yeah, these viruses are really, really scary, and like I said, it's not really good. It's not a good thing that these doctors are trying to keep the public from panic mode and um, trying to get them to calm down. All right, because these viruses, these foreign viruses, especially when little is known about them, they are really, really freaky. All right, and contrary to what these doctors are saying, um, the, the these viruses can evolve capabilities and can have really, really deadly, devastating impacts and cause the lives of millions of people, just like what the Black Death in Europe did. So, yeah, I think that a lot needs to be looked into this. I think this new virus needs to be heavily studied and monitored to keep other people from contracting it and risking their lives, because these viruses are nothing to be played with. But as I said in the previous video, um, these are the one of the indicators that we're in the last days, and this is the judgment on from the Most High for all the wicked stuff that these heathen nations have done. So they're reaping what they saw and are paying the consequences. So yeah, this is all I wanted to say about this new coronavirus. It's really, really freaky, and I'm sure many of you guys are just as scared as I am. I hope it does not spread across the U.S. and contaminate and kill people. And I hope that many will be kept safe away from this virus. Let me know what you guys think about this, and I'll see you guys on the next video.